Hi, Katie, Ashley, and John. This is Christina from The Upcoming. So lovely to speak with you today. To start things off, can you share with us what SideQuest is about and how it expands on the Mythic Quest universe?
SideQuest is an anthology series, and it takes its roots from Mythic Quest, which every season has a departure episode, which kind of varies in tone and how it's filmed, but it's still thematically tied to the rest of the larger season. So for SideQuest, we took that same model and were able to create 4 individual episodes that feel like mini movies that connect with bigger themes of creativity and relationships, but still stand alone and kind of explore their own mini worlds.
And what sparked the idea for this expansion series?
We were working on the 3rd season of Mythic Quest, and every season of Mythic Quest has a standalone episode. And so we were trying to figure out what that was going to be for season 3. And we were able to just fill a whiteboard with all these different ideas. And it became pretty clear, like, this is a sort of never ending well. Like, why couldn't this be its own show? And so that's sort of how it started. And now we're here with our 4-episode expansion pack.
And how did you decide on which characters to focus on for each episode?
We sort of came up with the stories first. We kind of landed in an area of something we wanted to tell thematically, or either a part of the gaming ecosystem where we thought there might be an interesting story. And then from there, we tried to explore what's sort of the best and like most affecting emotional story we can tell within this world that, you know, is very universal. And, you know, many, if not all people have sort of dealt with these same feelings and emotions. Like Fugue is a great example of that, where what's it like when you get your dream job and then your dream job isn't what you thought it was going to be, and it becomes an actual job, and it has all the attendant things that come with that, such as, you know, annoying coworkers and and just feeling like a fraud and everything else, you know. So yeah, that was kind of the process of just sort of very generally thinking about stories we wanted to tell and where we wanted to tell them, and then the characters kind of came from that.
As writers, what unique storytelling opportunities does SideQuest offer that Mythic Quest did not?
We really had a lot of freedom to create the stories that we wanted to tell. And with Mythic Quest, you can do surprising things with characters, but you still need to service that character in a way that makes sense. So with SideQuest, we were really able to just create these mini worlds and just expand on them and create different themes and a different genre that we were able to explore in every episode. So I think that just that freedom of creativity is what kind of sets it apart from what you have to do in a serialized season of television.
And what inspired you to set the first episode, Song and Dance, in Hawaii?
I don't even remember.
We were hoping they were going to let us go on location, film in Hawaii, because why not?
It was a trick. I mean, that's like, you know, it's an episode about work-life balance, and Phil is on vacation, and Hawaii is like the vacation spot, I feel like.
It's also the classic like sitcom vacation episode. Right. They always go to Hawaii, like the Brady Bunch goes to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And what was the biggest creative challenge in making SideQuest?
I mean, the nature of an anthology is that you're basically making we made 4 pilots, more or less. So there are no standing sets. There is no consistent cast. It is a different thing every single time. So from the writing to the production to the casting to the filming, there's nothing really that you can rely on. You can't reference a previous episode. You can't pull forward another character. It's, you know, a new thing every single time. So that is a challenge because, you know, in terms of budget, but also in terms of creativity, you have to get people to care about these characters, to take them on a journey, and then to basically leave them behind so that you can introduce a new set of characters and then do the same thing over and over again. So we were constantly casting, we were constantly writing, we were constantly looking for locations. It's just, you know, a lot of stuff, but that also is, I think, what makes it really fulfilling. We were bringing people on for the crew. There were a lot of people that were really excited about this show because it was an anthology, because it was going to be a creative challenge and they were going to get to do so many different things. So it's, you know, it is a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. And I think something that really excited people to be able to work on.
And Ashley, as the series executive producer, do you see SideQuest evolving into a larger series?
You know, from your lips to God's ears. I mean, that'd be great. We really love making the show. We think there's so many more stories that we could tell. And so if people love it and we get the opportunity, we would love to make more.
And finally, what are each of your favorite episodes from the 4?
Oh, brother. That's a hard one.
Mine's Fugue. I feel really attached to that episode. It was I think how we conceived of it, and then to get to see it on the screen, it kind of just was checking all the boxes.
Yeah, I love them all. I agree. I think I really like Fugue just because I think it's going to be so unexpected.
Yeah.
And I think the depths of like emotional, turmoil and all these other things you're not expecting from like a 30-minute episode of TV. I think that's going to be really surprising and in a great way for people. So I'm really excited to see the reaction to that one.
Mine is probably a tie between The Last Raid and Pull List. Possibly because, the Last Raid is so, I relate to it so much. There's so much of my own experience in The Last Raid. And Pull List just, I think is really special for a lot of different reasons. And we really gave ourselves a difficult challenge with that because it's a bottle episode on top of an ensemble, on top of the fact that you don't know who, it is an anthology series. So we had to do a lot of things and set up a lot of stuff for that episode to work. And I think we pulled it off. So yeah, I'm really excited for people to see that one too.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.